Good afternoon, guys. I thought I'd show you my current tank as it is. It's been doing well. Here's my bubble tip. Some say that it might be a Colorado sunburst bubble tip, but I'm not sure. Got my GSP growing really well in the back. I took out some of the coral, a lot of the coral from previous video, because this BTA is getting pretty big for the tank, and I didn't want any casualties from that. Here's my green Sinularia. Hasn't grown too much since the last video, but it's still doing well. I added a brain coral there, the open brain coral. My torch is doing good back there. So I'm going to be taking this tank down in a month or so. So this probably will be the last video I make of this tank. It's been running for, I don't know, 3 years or so. It's been doing well. My clowns are getting a little bit bigger, so they'll enjoy a bigger tank. And I just purchased this guy. It's the Fluval Spec 16-gallon. It says it's freshwater because the light is 7K, not the higher 13K, I believe. That's included with the Evo series. But I got the 16-gallon here versus the Evo. I believe it's a 13.5, because this one, even though it has the same footprint, it's 5 inches taller. So I went with the 5-inch taller model here. I will be replacing this light anyways. I'll be putting a pair of Kessil A80, the Sun Tuna Blues. So I'm going to put 2 on top of there. And I know it's going to get a little warm, so I will be putting this on top. This is my fan unit that cools my 5-gallon right now. Does a really good job. Very quiet when it's on. You really can't even hear it. I mean, you can hear it when I'm right next to it, but if you're 5 feet away, it's very quiet. So anyways, this will be set up maybe in a month. I ordered my Kessils last week. Should be in today or tomorrow, but that'll be fun to set up. It's going to go right on top of this cabinet here. Little table that I have set up. Here's the end view of this peninsula style aquarium, which I really like, because you get a lot of length sideways here to put in a lot of corals. And this is 2 BTAs next to each other. They've been there for probably a year. They haven't moved since I put them in. I mean, they moved when they went in there and they found this spot and they seem to like it. It split once, that's why there's 2 of them there now. Show you this side. So my plan is to set up this 16-gallon tank and make it pretty much a all bubble tip tank. I have a 20 long with rose bubble tip anemones, so I'm going to be combining this one in this little tank and the rose bubble tip together in the 16-gallon. Just to let you know, my other equipment, that's my wave maker. Again, that's my fan. I just have these cheap LED lights, basically bars. And on the side here, I've got all these wiring. And I've got the Inkbird temperature controller. So it kicks on the heater when it needs to and turns on the fan when it gets to be 25.3 degrees Celsius. And then I've got my controller for the wave maker. And those are my dosing bottles that I have for calcium iodide and fuel, I guess, for supplement. So yep, that's my tank currently, and yeah, that's the new one that's gonna go up. Oh, and I'll give you a little shot of my 20-gallon, so hold on. And this is my 20-gallon. I've got some cheap lights on this thing too, so the colors aren't the best. But I've got some bubble tips there, probably 10. So hopefully these will go well in the 16-gallon. Don't think I'm going to be putting in any other corals in the 16-gallon, but I'm just going to move all the bubble tips in there and see how they do. Alright, that's it. Next time I'll show you my 16-gallon after it's cycled and all the corals are in there and acclimated. Alright, take care.